Ryan, you look fantastic.
Oh,
Like,
thank you.
the hair, the decor, the accessories, everything. Like, you knew you were going to be interviewed today.
I knew I was going to be interviewed today, and I knew you were going to be the finale, and I was waiting for you.
Well, talking about a finale, look at these sleeves you had. Oh my God, when you started, yes, the detail. Okay, before we start talking about the movie, Ryan, how have you been? How are you and your family holding up?
Well, thank you for asking. We are okay. It's been just as crazy for us as it's been for everyone else. I keep telling people that the one bright spot in all of this, if there is a bright spot, is that we are all in this together. There's no one person who's like, oh, so sorry for you. You're going through COVID. Ooh. Like we're all in the same boat. We're all in the same thing. We're walking, my husband and I walk around our neighborhood and everybody has the same look. We got our mask and we're all like, and kids and the distance learning. So as difficult as it's been for me as it's been for everyone else, but I know I'm not alone. And I hope in sharing that other people feel more seen too. It's tough.
Exactly. Yeah. We've experienced it in different ways, but we're all experiencing it. So we all share that for sure. Absolutely.
Bingo.
All right. So about this movie, tell me about being a part of this movie. What drew you to the project in the first place?
Well, I kind of wanted to be known that I auditioned for it. And I think that's it. And honestly, it's important to me because it's like, I want people to know that, where I was just, out there and this wonderful script comes my way. And, you do your best in audition, but you just hope. And this was one of not the first times. It's rare that this happens when something's so good that you're like, as much as I want this job, I'm so glad I had this moment. Because for this moment in time, when I walked into this audition, I got to be her, and I got to the film, the way when you read the script, you're so transported. You can hear the music. It's a very visual. It's a feast. Just reading it, So when I walked in, I was just like, I can be at peace because I'm just grateful that I had this moment. And so to get it was even more exciting because, I get more than a moment.
Yes, because Kate is such a great character. I mean, she's powerful, she's innovative, and she brought, a great team with her. What about Kate appealed to you in the first place? Was it those characteristics about her?
Yes, and I think it was her kindness. Oftentimes, women are depicted as not wanting to help other women. Oftentimes women are like, well, I want my time to shine, and when it's not my time, I'm mad at the girl who came after me. That's such a trope in film. And the fact that trope was thrown out the window and there was such a generosity of spirit and a generosity of character that actually was really the thing that drew me the most to her, that she was able to step aside, let go, whatever you want to say, and watch someone else shine as well. That's not an easy thing. And I think when people do that, it just reveals such a big heart. So that's what made me fall in love with Kate.
Absolutely. And she's very representative of the rest of the film as well. I mean, we didn't see those common stereotypes that we see in a lot of films dominated by Black characters. Like somebody's got to be coming up out of the ghetto. Somebody has to be having, some racist experience. And even though we did see those, microaggressions or racism on the outside of the movie, centrally, it wasn't about that. And I think, as a woman of color, I appreciated that I could just watch a movie about love and success and chasing after your dreams. What was it like working with Tessa? And I know that you and Nnamdi weren't in very many scenes together, but what was it like working with both of them?
Well, it's funny because, Nnamdi's older sister and I went to college together.
What?
Yeah, we were also in a wedding together. So I've known, and I'm going to tell you a quick story. Her name is Cheslie. But us being African American at Stanford, I went to Stanford University. It's spelled Chicara. So we called the girl Chisara.
No.
Years, and it wasn't until the wedding when she was like, she said something and she said Chisara, and I was like, what is a Chisara? And she was like, that's my my name. I was like, Shazara. She said, no, that's the African American pronunciation of my name. My name is not Shazara. It's Jessica. Like,
there's always that one friend.
Shazara for years. She said, I know. I was like, okay. So I, anyway, so I feel like, and Namdi went to the unfortunate school of Berkeley. Our rival school.
Yeah.
There's somebody's going to take that very seriously. Don't take that seriously.
No, it's just a rivalry.
It's just a rivalry, and of course, so I when I finally met him, I remember he wanted to meet me before we sort of, I guess, I officially got the job, and we met at a restaurant and we just talked about our kids, and we had this great, this really great meeting of the minds. And then Tessa was amazing. I hadn't worked with Tessa, but I had been following her career because I remember seeing, we're both actresses in LA, so I'd see her at auditions and things like that, and we were never friends in that way. We just didn't know each other that well, but it was such a great opportunity to get to know her, and she's beyond everything you think she is. Like just put that on steroids, and that's Tessa Thompson. She's as cool as you think she is. She's as funny. She's as smart. And my God, what an actor! What an actor! Like,
yes. Well, I think all of you guys' performances in this movie really added to it. I mean, it transported us back to the 50s and 60s. It was the set, it was you guys acting, it was the music, it was, the costumes you guys wore. How much fun was it sort of going back into that time with everything going on?
The most fun ever. Like, I don't know, like, I've been telling people my secret. One of the ways that I've been getting through the pandemic is I watch Pride and Prejudice every night. Because
I literally 30 minutes ago was just watching Pride, like with Keira Knightley, that one?
Yes!
That's a movie! I was just talking about this. Yes!
No way! Dude, I watch it like every day, because it's such a lovely film, and she's like, no, I'd rather be untouchable and taciturn,
Well, and the last scene, we'll close to the last scene where he's walking through the field, and they're in the walk, and I was like, that's my scene. It's my scene.
She comes out, and because the last thing she says to her mother, she's, for once in your life, leave me alone, and she runs up the stairs, and then she can't sleep, and she's out in the the beautiful heather, and then she looks, and then you see, honey, I said, where is that outfit? Where is that outfit? That I want to get that for Sterling, and you put him out in the field somewhere and be like, just walk to me, baby.
Oh, clapping, yes.
And the thing is open, and he's like, he's coming for his woman, honey. Yes, and he's like,
all of that. We're right here.
I love you. You bewitched me, body.
And then he flutters his eyes. I love you. And I'm like,
I know.
I love you too. I love you too, Mr. Darcy.
I was like, where is this bag? Because I was like, that is the kind of thing where I'm like, this is where I would have just fallen in love with him, run away with him, just pick me up and carry me down this misty field, child. Whatever you want, you can have.
Yes.
Oh, we have truly digressed. We only had 8 minutes. I think we just spent 4 of them. But okay, so
it's Pride and Prejudice. You have to. You can't not.
Right, it's Pride and Prejudice. You cannot. So in watching that, I kind of feel that you can't help but, as a woman of color, also kind of feel a little bit like, well, where's our pride? Where is that movie that we get to kind of delve into? With the clothes and the pianoforte, plonk, plonk. Where do we get to do that? And I feel like in some ways this is that it's such a specific movie, and we get to go into a very specific time in history, and it's so fun to it's the closest thing to getting in a time machine. Mm-hmm. Going back in time, and it's the most fun. It's the biggest. It's the most fun, other than watching Pride and Prejudice every night. I'm
gonna turn it back on after I'm done with this interview.
Dude, look, that's what I do every night. I was like, there is a couch with my name on it and Pride. It's like on my Netflix queue. It's like the first thing.
Yes, absolutely. I keep it on my iPad. It's loaded. Okay, so last question. Congrats on your deal with Viacom CBS. What can we expect? What kind of programming can we expect in your new role?
I think you can expect, it's hard because I think what you're going to do you're going to get to know Ryan very, very, very well. You know, it's all the things that I've imagined in my life and all of the things that, you know, I have been sort of tinkering and knocking around in my brain in terms of things that I would have loved to have seen as a child on television, things that I want to see as an adult in film and television. You know, I love love. I love romance. I love goofy people characters. I love comedy that like takes us someplace. It's not necessarily saccharine, you know, but not mean. I don't like the cruel comedy. You know, I don't need to embarrass myself or anybody else. I mean, I do like to embarrass myself, but not in that way. You know what I mean? I'm not. But, so I think, and also giving voice to people. I can't wait to be able to give voice to people who haven't had their voices heard just yet. You know, I'm really excited about that. I'm really, really excited about that.
Well, we're excited to watch. Congrats again on your role. I'm out of time, but thank you so much. It was great to talk with you.
Oh my God, I feel like I just met a soul sister. I'm like, don't go.
Right. Yes, we're here. Well, I hope our paths cross again.
Yes, your mouth, God's ears. Yes. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Kwanzaa, and all that stuff.
Thank you. Same to you. Happy holidays.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.